Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing amazing on this beautiful Saturday. Me, can't complain too much yet. Still pretty early. Not that I'd try to do too much complaining later, but just saying. The day is fully open. It's the world is our oyster, as they like to say. We can make the best out of whatever it is that we have. And a good way, I feel like, with starting that off is with the verse of the day for today. Today's verse of the day comes from First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, and it says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud." Once again, that verse comes from First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, and it says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud." Now, this verse to me, guys, just explains how to love in a way, but also but really the importance of love, and showing how it's not something that's supposed to be rushed. It's not something that's supposed to be, mean to you at times. It's not something that you're supposed to be jealous of or that you're supposed to be jealous in. It's something that basically it's kind of like the closest thing I can explain to it is really just kind of the love that is shown from like a parent to a child. Like I'm not a parent yet, but I do have the privilege of being a child, and I can see how much like my parents loved me, and not loved me. Well, my father's no longer with us, but my mother, I can see how much she loves me by how she does things, and that's kind of seeing that love has always been what's helped me to understand God's love for us even more. When it's like it's irrational at times. Like you don't like we don't always deserve His love, but He gives it to us anyway. He loves us unconditionally through everything, even through sin, which we do every single day. He loves us through it because He understands us and our hearts better than we could ever understand, and all of that comes from love. Like He is the epitome of love. He's basically the definition of love. And this verse here, excuse me, in Corinthians, is just reminding us of how to love. Like there's other verses in here. Like I'm pretty sure the verse yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or pretty recently, was commanding us to love like God loves, and that's basically just loving unconditionally. Because as people, we put a lot of we put a lot of stake into things. Like we won't do things unless we get this or that out of it, and that's not how you should love. Like God shows us that all the time, and if you bring that into like all of your relationships, not just your significant other relationships like your romantic ones, but if you bring that into every single relationship you kind of have in your life, like whether it be friendship, whether it be like random just companionship, whether it be in like work or everything like that, if you bring that love that God gives us in every single relationship that you have, then I feel like you'll start seeing the tremendous like benefits of that in those relationships, and how you won't do things just because you feel like you're going to get something from it. Because if you're doing something just to get something from it, I mean, is your heart really in the right place? Like, is it, you know? But I don't know. I guess that's a conversation for another day. Hope you guys enjoy this verse of the day. Hope you enjoy your weekend this weekend. Get some rest or go out and do whatever you want to do. I know the fair's still in town here in Dallas. Get out to the fair. It's Texas OU weekend. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Take care of each other, man. Don't be afraid to be somebody. And don't be afraid to be good to somebody either. I love you all. Peace.